I'm going to tell you a story about how I met my wife three different times in three different cities. And I'm not telling this story just because I might be in trouble or because I'm a newlywed, because I think it's a pretty cool story with some lessons to be learned. The first time I met my wife, I had just been unfortunately attacked in Europe, and I needed to attend a scholarship conference in order to go to business school. As I hobbled through the conference, I continued to lock eyes with somebody that I thought was really intriguing, but it wasn't the right time. 4 months later, I turned around at a fateful event and saw the same person. And I said, "Hey, I think we've met before." And as we got into a discussion, we realized that we had a lot in common, but the timing wasn't right for anything. And we decided to meet up for a round of Jenga and maybe an Erykah Badu album. When I didn't hear from her, I was pretty dejected. But about a year later, somebody tapped me on the shoulder in Washington, D.C., the third city, and said, "Hey, do you remember me?" At first, I was pretty upset and I started to be closed minded about it. But after a while, I said, "Hey, I'll consider reaching out." And when I reached out, I found out that another Michael Cox had been given her contact information by a shared mentor. We ended up having many discussions and finding out there was actually a ton in common. And I attribute this to my maxim of never make too brash of a decision. Thank you for listening to my story.